may have that interest of joining you in such a way, but maybe traveling from where they are up to Kawata can be a difficult challenge.
Yeah, we have that in place. Yes, apart from being Kawata, we want also to extend to some other places, but we are still looking for a place where we can also put the next container. But at the moment, we are still just focusing on the Kawata because we are still looking for the area. We haven't yet found the area. We need to find a strategic area whereby if we put a donation center, there are a lot of people who passes, and there are people who can be able to donate, because putting a donation center is not just you put anywhere. You can put anywhere whereby you receive nothing. So we need to put it in a strategic place where a lot of people are moving. A lot of people are able to see our advertisement about helping those in need in the society, so that those people can donate different types of goods, material that can help people in the society. On that one, we have that in mind, but we are still looking for a place where we can have that donation center be put.
Do you have shelter where you keep these people that need help from you at UTH?
No, on the shelter we don't have the shelter, but it's one of the two programs that we want to put. As I mentioned earlier on, that the issue of donation center, it has been the issue that we have been crying every time, and the issue of shelter, because as you are aware, those people in their ward, there are times when the nurses and the doctors need to do their work, so they need to remove those people. So those people, most of them, they would look for a place where to be. Though there is a shelter there, then some they will remain in the corridors. So we want something like a shelter whereby people can rest, like a house which is nearby UTH that we can rent. With the support of donors, international or locals, we can even purchase a house whereby people can just run there, maybe boil some foods. They can make porridge, they can boil water for their patient so that they can take a bath, because there are a lot of issues when it comes to toilets. If you look at in hospitals, because people, they've got different diseases. Other people, they can't walk properly. So there are a lot of issues that needs to be worked on. So as an organization, we have got a lot of numbers of programs that we want to do. At least even those people are bedsiders, they need to have even their other toilets that can be put, just those moving toilets that can be put outside UTH, so that at least they can be using that, because you'd find that there are a lot of issues, because the chronic illnesses, people failing to move properly, all those usually bring a lot of things when it comes to the issues of toilets. So we want to look for the shelter that will be helping those people when people are discharged, even when we don't have money to give them to travel back to their places, but at least we'll be able to keep them in a house where we'll find beds, where they will be sleeping, where we'll be supporting them with the foods, all those kind of things that can be done, stove, everything will be there. That's our major plan. And the container thing, those were the two major strategic plans that we can help those people in the hospital without anything.
Okay.
That's one of the most important things. Yeah.
We are ending the year. I'm sure you are aware about that.
Yes.
Any plans for the people or for your organization? Are you having some plans before we end the year?
Yes, we have got some plans, especially for the Christmas. For New Year, we are still working out first. We want to see how Christmas will move. If Christmas will move well, then we'll see what we can do even on New Year. We have tried to organize ourselves, and we have written a number of letters to ask for some support from organizations within Zambia, these local organizations and individuals. So far, I can say we have seen at least some response from I think 2 organizations. We wrote to Unilever Zambia. They promised, but we have to sit down and then see how they can help us. We have also tried to speak to Fairview Hotel training institution. We have spoken to them, but we need to sit down and then see on how they can help, if it's possible, because those organizations, they usually have some other corporate social responsibility to other organizations. yeah, maybe we have told them late, or they had already planned for another organization. So we had spoken to Fairview Hotel and Training Institution, and we have spoken to Unilever. We have spoken to what's this? There's another church that helped us last time when we donated a children's ward, which is called United Family International Church, which is just along Dabombeki Road, former Courtyard Hotel. Those people helped us that we'll partner with them so that we can have some donation. Yesterday, when I wanted to be on a radio station which is called One Love Radio Station at Findek House, I don't know if it's 23rd floor, yeah, I spoke to them, and then I spoke to them to be on radio, but they also mentioned, and by having interest in our organization, to say that as you go to your program of donating at Christmas, we can also accompany you. We wanted also to donate some small radios so that people can be listening to Christian voices, because it's a Christian Christian radio. So they also want to donate those radios in the world. So which is really very impressive. At least we are happy about this One Love radio station, which wants to partner with us by donating those radios. Then we are also waiting for our Fairview Hotel, also Unilever, United Family International Church under Pastor Charles Hiamutwa. So those are the people who have seems to come and partner with us. So we yet to sit down and then discuss on how things will be, but it seems it's going to be a very good Christmas. Yeah, at least those people who are in the hospital, they are going to feel happy again to say that there are people who love them. One thing that I can tell you, as we kept on donating to UT, we discovered that there are people who have been there in the hospital for a long time. I wasn't really happy to see those people who brought their children with cancer. Up to now, they're still there. Some of them, they have stayed for almost, I think, 1 year. So the issues of helping the people in the hospital is something that's very urgent, which we need to help these people. Whatever amount that we have, it's a 10 kwacha, our neighbors, everywhere we go, you're selling rape, whatever thing, we need to start thinking about these people. Because when I went there to find that the people that we keep on helping, some of them, they are still there in the hospital. Look at how much they are still suffering. They are already completely poor, and they are still there in the hospital again, still suffering with their chronic illnesses. You get because cancer is something which is a little bit tricky in terms when it comes to chronic illnesses. It's one of the diseases which is very tricky. It's not something that you say that you take medicine then it goes. No. The doctors needs to assess you. Maybe after 6 months again they check if there's a growth, whatever. So that can make you even stay for 1 year for you to recover. So it's a process. So let us start looking at our friends by helping them and donating.
Okay, there are people that are watching right now and they may want to partner with you. How can they reach you?
For people who wants to partner with us, individuals, corporate organization, it doesn't matter where you work, the doors are open. You can come and partner with us. We are found at in Kabronga Bishop Road. That's where we are found. You just look for Mashmap Consultants. We are in the same office with Mashmap Consultants, which is Suit 42. You just go there to CCZ Econometric something church, Econometric Church, CCZ Bishop Road. Once you go there, you ask for Mashmap, then you will be able to find us. That's where we are. Then apart from that, you can also visit us on Facebook. Once you type in your Google on internet, you just type Hope for Human Nature Generation. You'll be able to see what we do, and you can also click on our Facebook page and you'll be able to get the contacts, our numbers, and then you can send a message there, and we'll be able to see the message, and we will be able to work together so that we help these vulnerable people. But I can still give you the numbers if you are willing to get the numbers which is 0979 681676 0979 681676. That's my number. Or you can visit our Facebook page, which is Hope for Human Nature Generation. If you can fail to contact us through that of Facebook, you can still come to Prime TV. They will be able to direct you. If you can't get us with those numbers, you can still come to that church.
Okay, where do we see now this organization in the near future? Seems to be a good organization, and people would love to see it moving on. Where do you see it in the near future? Any plans for your organization?
The organization has got tremendous good plans. We want this organization to be a motherboard NGO, to be a network of other NGOs, whereby we would want it like to be receiving grants that will be also given to other organizations that will be working with in terms of the objectives that they have. If it's the objectives of human rights, if it's the objectives of gender, if it's the objective of children in need, or children with special needs, or if it's about street kids, all those are areas, all our areas to do with legal affairs, all those things will be helping those people to have grant through our NGO motherboard. So we want it to be the NGO motherboard, in short, where we can have other NGOs linked to us. Like we have these other big NGOs like NGOCC, Society for Poverty Reduction. That's what we want this organization, because we are driven by being as ambassadors for humanity. So in everything that we do, it's humanity first. Saving a human life is one of the most important things. And one other thing is that we want also to partner with is it road safety agents? I don't know if it's trust. Yes. We want here to partner with them in terms of sensitizing on the road traffic, on how people are driving. Because if you go like in City Market or you go to these other stations, you'd find that maybe you are passing the way they move their vehicles, they reverse, they might even bash into you. As you are aware that there are a lot of issues which happens. Other people throw bananas. At one time I almost dropped, I stepped on a banana, then there was a vehicle which was doing the reverse. I was almost bashed, because these minibus drivers, even if it's like a short distance within they would want to speed their vehicle. So we want to sensitize on drivers or people who are driving vehicles to really to be aware on how they should save humanity, even in roads where there are no humps. We want to start advocating so that we can try to save humanity where there are those crossing pad, whatever things, zebras. Maybe we can have a hump somewhere else so that at least the speed of the vehicle can be. We want to partner in a lot of organizations because it's about humanitarian.
Your concluding remarks under a minute.
Yes. My conclusion.
Touch on things which you didn't touch under a minute.
Yeah. My conclusion, I would say that as human being, we need to think about helping the most in need in the hospital, just as the same way we usually go to churches to go and worship God. Wherever church that we go to, it can be a church, it can be a mosque, whatever. So we need to start thinking in that way of helping. The way we go to church to worship God is supposed to be the way we should help even the vulnerable in the society. Because if you look at even in the Bible speaks a lot about helping the most vulnerable. I can say that the largest portion of the Bible, it speaks about helping the most in need in the society. That's why Jesus, he had to come to die for us. He left his riches in heaven. He just came to die for us, so that to save us. Now, why can't we, people who go to church every time to worship God, why should we not follow his rule of loving the poor people on the land? Because the poor people always live with the poor people in the land. In Deuteronomy 15 verse 11 says that we always live with the poor people on the land. So we should help these people. These people, they are already there. There is nothing like what, and I can't help this one. We need to help them. So the Bible speaks a lot. Even Jesus in the certain scripture, he mentioned that how can you love me if you can't love my subject people? Or how can be the love of my Father be with you if you can't help the vulnerable groups. So the Bible speaks a lot about the poor. So the way we go to church, let us change. Let us take that love of going to church to worship God to be now helping people in the hospital. Not every time you say that I'm rushing to church, but you can't even help the poor people. We should do that. I think.
Thank you so much for.
Oh yeah, thank you.
It's like you almost took me to church.
Oh yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for coming through to have you on the program. We really thank you for your time that you made to our studio this morning. Okay, that was Mr. Lishebo Inambao, who is the director for Hope for Human Nature Generation. He was talking to us about his organization, how they are working and doing to help the people that are vulnerable. Most especially, as he has said, they are at UTH, helping people that, you know, are sick at UTH. If you can have that heart like this organization, you can follow them according to the details which he gave, so that you can partner with them in helping people that are in need. This is where we end the program for today, and this program will come again on Thursday. On Thursday we will have the program. But as usual, before we go, we have, I'm told that the sports, we can have the sports now. Take a break.